Hello everyone, welcome to LRDI Prep. My name is Samir Sardana. I'm a Plus educator on Unacademy and I'm teaching students live on Unacademy Plus. So on the LRDI Prep channel guys, I'll be uploading videos for students who are preparing for CAT exam. On this channel, you will be finding the videos of logical reasoning and data interpretation. In this channel, we are going to discuss CAT 2019 LRDI set from the slot 1. This set is based on a data arrangement. So this is the set we will be discussing. This came in CAT 2019. So let's have a look at this set. A supermarket has to place 12 items which are coded as A to L in shelves numbered which is 1 to 16. 5 of these items are type of biscuit. So total number of items that you're supposed to place are 12, and out of these 12 items you have 5 biscuits. 5 types of biscuits are over there. 3 are the type of candies. So these 12 item guys are coded as A to L, right? So these 12 items are coded as A to L, and here you can observe that if you start from the alphabet A and go on till alphabet L, there will be total 12 alphabets, and we have the 12 items and we have 12 alphabets. That means every item is coded as a separate alphabet letter, and they are also supposed to be arranged on 16 shelves. So there are total 1 to 16 number shelves, but the item that you are supposed to place are only 12, and out of these 12 items we have 5 biscuits. 3 are the type of candies guys. The next line says 3 are the type of candies. 5 biscuit, 3 candies, and the rest are the type of savories. So out of 12 we have 5 biscuit, 3 candies. So remaining items will be 4, and there are 4 types of savories, right? So out of 12 items we have 5 biscuit, 3 candies and 4 savories. Only one item can be kept in a shelf. Now here guys, out of total 16 shelves, you are supposed to arrange 12 items, and out of these 12 items we have 5 biscuits, we have 3 candies and 4 savories, and the remaining 4 shelf will be empty guys, right? Because one item can be placed only on one shelf, means 12 item will be placed on 12 shelves, but you have total 16 numbered shelves. So therefore there will be 12 shelves which will be completely empty. Okay, moving ahead to the next information, it says items are to be placed such that all items of the same types are clustered together. So the item of the same types are supposed to be clustered together, means all biscuits have to be placed in a one complete cluster. That means there will be a cluster of 5 shelves which will be containing all 5 biscuits. There will be a cluster of candies which will be containing 3 candies. There will be a cluster of shelf for savories also, where all savories are clustered together. Next, what do we have? The items which are clustered together does not have any empty shelf between the same type, and at least one empty shelf between two different types of items. That means when I start placing candies after biscuits, there has to be one empty shelf. Or if I start placing biscuits after placing candies on the shelf, there has to be one empty shelf minimum, at least. So at least one empty shelf, and at most it can have 2 empty shelves. So these are the information that you have to take care of while you are doing the arrangement of all of these 12 items, right? So this is something that you need to keep all the time in your mind. So it's better that when you're starting a LR set, you start noting down these information, right? If you do not note it down, right, you might skip one or two information, and then you will not be able to make the complete arrangement, right? Every information which is given over here plays a very important role while you are arranging the things. Missing out on some one information means you are not going to make you will not be able to make the complete arrangement. So it's very important, either you keep all this information in mind, or you just note it down in some symbolic form, the way I have noted down that out of 12 items, 5 biscuits are supposed to be clustered together, 3 candies are supposed to be clustered, 4 savories are supposed to be clustered, and there has to be at least one empty shelf, at least, right? One empty shelf between biscuit or candies or biscuit, right? Same is the here also. And at most you can have two empty shelves between biscuit candies or candies or savories or biscuit or savories, in whatever way you are arranging. There has to be 4 empty shelves in total. 12 items are supposed to be placed on 12 items. So this is the information of the first paragraph. Now if I go to the second information, guys, right, there are some more information which is there are some more information which is given to you, using which you are supposed to arrange the item on these shelf number starting from 1 and ending on 16. Let's start it, guys. What do we have over here? First information says A and B are to be placed in consecutively numbered shelves in the increasing order. Now, if A and B are in increasing order and they are in consecutively numbered, they are placed on consecutive number shelf, that means, can I say that item A and item B both are of the same type? Item A and B are placed together in the increasing order, with A coming first, B coming second, right? Why it is so? Because it is written that it's in increasing order, and because they are on the consecutive number shelf, that means they have to be of the same type. Next it says I and J are to be placed in consecutively numbered shelves, both higher number than the shelf in which A and B are kept. That also tells me that I and J are also of the same type of items. Either they are biscuits or they are candies or they are savories. We also do not know the A and B are biscuit, candies or savories. So A and B are the same type of items. They have to be clustered together. I and J are also same of type of items. But here it is mentioned that they are arranged on the consecutively numbered shelf in the increasing order. But it is not mentioned in the second information that I and J are supposed to be arranged in the consecutive order. It can be I first, J on the second, on the increased number, or you can say J first and then later on it could be I. But here we know that A will come first, B will come later. But here we do not know that I will come first or J will come first. But they will be coming together, right? They will be on consecutively numbered shelves. Third, it says D, E, and F are savories and are to be placed in consecutively numbered shelves in the increasing order. Now again, guys, you can see that it is mentioned over here. They are supposed to be arranged in the increasing order. That means first it will be D that will be coming, then it will be E, and then will be F. So they will be placed on these three shelves in like this, because it is mentioned that it's in increasing order. And all these three types of items are savories, guys, right? All these types of items are savories. And it is also mentioned that they are supposed to place after biscuit and candies. That means first on the shelf, right, on this complete shelf, first either biscuits or candies will be coming, right? Now they can be candies can be first and biscuits can be second also, but savories are coming after biscuit and candies. That means the third position will be of savories. And how many savories do we have, guys? We have 4 total number of savories. Out of these 4, 3 are mentioned over here, which are D, E, and F. Okay. So can I say that if I place all the 5 biscuit over here, and then I place a 1 empty shelf, and then I place 3 candies over here, and can you see that and then you have to left 1 empty shelf. So can I say all the savories will be between 11 to 16, right? It cannot come before 11. Savories cannot come before 11. The reason is that if biscuits are coming first, that means 5 shelves will be occupied by the biscuit, and then candies will be coming, 3 shelves will be occupied by the candies. That means 8 shelves are occupied, and you are supposed to place 1 empty shelf between biscuit and candies and 1 empty shelf between candies and savory. That means out of 16 shelves, 11 are already occupied, 5 here, 3 here, 8, 1 as an empty between these, 1 as empty between this. That means 10 shelves are already occupied. So savories has to be after 11. Savories are supposed to be placed after the shelf number 11, guys. Now it says K is to be placed in shelf number 16. Now on the shelf number 16 you have the item K. Now we know that all the savories are supposed to be clustered together and they are coming after 11. So if K is placed at 16, can I say D, E, F must be over here? There is no other option. You cannot place a gap between the same type of items. So if K is on 16, D, E, F has to be clustered with K, and now here you know that all of these four types of items are savories. D, E, F, K, all of these items are savories, guys, right? So these are the savories. Now we are left with biscuit and candies to be placed. If we move on further, L and J are the items of the same type, while H is an item of different type. Now L and J are of the same type, and H is an item of different type. Now carefully observe, L and J are of same type. We already know that I and J are also same type. So can I say L, J and I are of the same types? All of these three will either be candies or biscuits. Now we have C is a candy and is to be placed in a shelf number by 2 empty shelves, preceded by 2 empty shelves. It is mentioned that C is a candies, guys, and we have already seen that out of 12 items, 5 are biscuit, 3 are candies and 4 are savories. These are the 4 savories. Now if 3 are candies and C is one of them, can I say L, J and I cannot be candies? If L, J and I cannot be candies, they has to be biscuits only, guys. They has to be biscuits. L, J and I has to be biscuit, and C is a candy, and that means H, and it was also mentioned that H was of different types, so H will also be candy and C will also be candy, right? Because we have only 3 candies. H and C will be candy, L, J, I will be biscuit. Now we know that A and B are also of the same type. A and B are of the same type means they will be either biscuit or candies. But we have already 2 candies. The total number of candies are 3. So if I take A, B as candies, the total number of candies will become 4, which is not possible. So therefore A and B are also supposed to be of biscuits. So A and B will also be biscuits. Now we are left with only one item, and that item is G, right? So G has to be candy. So we have this information now that H, C and G are candies, L, J, I, A and B are the biscuits. Okay, now the only thing that we are left here is to place them on the shelf. The identification, the coding of all the items has been done. A, B, L, J, I are the biscuit, H, C, G are the candies, D, E, F, K are the savories. Now, we have these two information that when candy is placed on a shelf, it has to be preceded by 2 empty shelves, and when L is to be placed in a shelf, it has to be preceded by exactly 1 empty shelf. So L has to be preceded by 1 empty shelf, C has to be preceded by 2 empty shelves. Now tell me whether the biscuit will come here first or the candies will come here. We do not know that, right? It can be biscuit as well as it can be candy. So you'll have to make all the possible cases. Let's say if I start placing biscuits first. Now if I start placing biscuit first and it says L is a type of biscuit and L has to be preceded by 1 empty shell, that means the first item among the biscuit to be placed has to be L and it has to be preceded by 1 empty shell. All the items of the same types are clustered together. So if there is an empty shelf before a type of item, it has to be the first item of that cluster that need to be placed on the shelf. So L will be the first item to be placed among the biscuit, and the shelf before this L will be empty. And now we know that A and B, right guys? A and B are supposed to be. Now we also know that I and J are the consecutively numbered shells, both higher numbered than the shells in which A and B are kept. So before I and J, it has to be A and B. And A and B are supposed to be in increasing order. So once L is placed, A has to be the next item, B has to be the next item. Now the next 2 items has to be I and J because it is mentioned clearly I and J are supposed to be arranged on the shelf higher than the A and B. So it would be either I over here or J here. But problem is we do not know whether I will come first or J will come first. So I'll take both possibilities, which I or J, or you can also say that J can be first and then I will be coming after J. So we do not know the exact shelf number for I, J and J, I. Both cases are possible. Nothing sort of that is mentioned which tell us the exact whether I will be coming first or J will be coming first. first, right? Now all 5 biscuits are placed. Now we are supposed to place the candies. We have 3 candies and C is one of the candies which has to be preceded by 2 empty shells. So among the candies, C has to be the first item which has to be placed. So 2 empty shelf means 7 and 8 will be empty. So C will be over here. And out of H and G, we do not specifically know that whether H will be coming first or G will be coming first. So we'll have to take both cases. Either H will be coming on 10th or G will be coming on 10th. Or G will be coming here or H will be coming over here. Right? And now candies are placed and you have to place, you have to leave 1 empty shell. So 12 will be the empty shell over here. But you see this guys, in this case, we are placing biscuit first, right? It is nowhere mentioned that biscuit are supposed to come before candies. It can be candies also. There has to be a second possibility then also, guys. That you first start placing candies and before candies there has to be 2 empty shells. So if C is coming here, H and G can come over here, right? Depending upon which item will be coming first. If H is coming over here, G will be coming over here. If G is coming here, H will be coming over here. Now if you start placing biscuit, L will be the first item, but before that we need a 1 empty shell. L, A, B and I and J, we do not know the exact order, and then 1 empty shell and then all the same. So these are the possibilities for placing all the items. Now once you work out all the possibilities, you can straight away go to the questions and see what are the type of questions they are asking, and accordingly you can answer them. Let's go to the first question, guys. Question says, in how many different ways can the item be arranged on the shelves? So 12 items, in how many different ways they are supposed to be arranged? Guys, all the possible cases that we have over here, you see that if I change the position of I and J among 5 on the shelf number 5 and 6, I will have 2 possibilities over here. Similarly, if I change the position of H and G over here, I will get 2 more arrangements. In the second case, again, if I change the H and G position over here, I will get 2 more arrangements. If I exchange the position of I and G over here, I will get 2 more positions. So 2 more arrangements. So 2 arrangements over here, 2 here, 2 here, 2 here. Total number of arrangements are 8. So that means the total number of different ways in which this item can be placed on the shelf are 8. So third option will be the answer, guys. Right? This is option number 2 and this is option number 3 and this is option number 4. 8 is the answer of the question. Moving on to the next question. The next question says, which of the following is not a type of biscuit? So we know that, guys, when it comes to L, A, B, I, J are biscuit. So A is a biscuit, L is a biscuit, B is a biscuit, G is not a biscuit. So D is the answer of the question. The third question of the set is, which of the following can represent the number of empty shells in a possible arrangement? So out of these possible combinations, which of them represent an empty shelf combination? If you look at the arrangement that we have, right? Look at over here. The empty shells are 1, 2, 6, 12 or 1, 7, 8, 12. 1, 7, 8, 12 or 1, 2, 6, 12. So you see this? Here we have the option number C, which is 1, 2, 6, 12, and this is a possible number of empty shells. Going to the next question, guys. Which of the following statement is necessarily true? Now, when the examiner asks you the statement which is necessarily true, that means it has to be true in all possible cases. That means it must be following in all possible combination. It must be true, right? It's not that if I have the 8 different possibilities, one of the statement which is following in one of the possibility should not be necessarily true. Necessarily true means it has to be true in all the possible cases. First says there are 2 empty shells between biscuit and candies. No, it depends. If you are placing biscuit first and then candies, there will be 2 empty shells. But if you are placing candies first and the biscuit later, there will be 1 empty shell. So this statement may be or may not be true, depending upon biscuit are coming before candies or candies are coming before biscuit. First statement is not true, guys, right? It's not necessarily true. That is not true in all possible cases. It's true only in one possible case. All candies are kept before biscuits. No, it's not. We have the 2 combination. In one combination we have biscuit before candies, in another combination we have candies before biscuits. So this is also not true. All biscuits are kept before. No, we have candies before biscuits also. There are at least 4 sets. So if 1, 2 and 3 are eliminated straight away, you can say option 4 will be the answer of the question. So guys, this was a one set which was based on the arrangement of items on the shelf with multiple possible cases. In the upcoming session, I'll be giving you the solution of the remaining set of CAT 2019 morning slot, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe to the channel of Easy Connect and share it with your friends. And also please click on the bell icon so that you get notified whenever we upload a new video. Thank you.